What's up, Croatia? Yeah. I'm trying to, you know what, Croatia, you want to hear something crazy? At my ranch where I'm at, right? I can have horses too. You know that? I can have horses too. The owner was like, "Hey, you like horses?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I love horses." And she was like, "Oh, you can have some horses if you want." And I was like, "What the fuck, really?" So I can have horses too, man. Hey, Croatia, you think people like to see videos of my roosters? Make like a vlog of my roosters, of feeding them and stuff like that? Yeah, those are cool, he said. Oh, yeah, Abraham says he wants to see the chickens. Hell yeah. What's up, Abraham? How you been, brother? He wants to see the chicken game, he said. Oh, yeah, you got roosters too? Oh, yeah. Yeah, vlogs. You guys like vlogs? That's what I'm thinking about doing now, man. Doing vlogs, man. Motherfucker. I knew that was going to happen. What's up, Rick Jacobs? You have to leave like in 30 minutes. That's right, Croatia. Don't trip, dog. Smash that thumbs up, guys. Unless someone can give me their social security number. Yeah, it'd be cool, huh, Croatia? That'd be badass, huh? Get your social security number. Get get a good old Croatia social. Hold on real quick. Daily vlogs of Black. That'd be cool, huh? Neither one, Rick Jacobs. You'll be surprised where I have it at. You'll be surprised where I have it at. Those videos you saw of over there of Black Star was with me with my buddy Abraham. You know? So that was me and Abraham. No, no, no. I've never done that before, Andy. Damn, from Santa Monica to where? To Hollywood, Francisco? God damn. What were you doing at the bar? God damn, that's far. He said from Santa Monica to San Francisco. That's crazy. No, Norco either, nope. Having a beer? Oh, you guys like it? The girl handbag? No, I don't think so, Croatia. I sure don't. I don't think any of that's possible. I mean, it can be, but, you know. Oh, I got tons, man. What you want to know about? Let's see. Hey, the one who knows. Guess what I did at my ranch? I put up a big old privacy fence. Big one. From one end to the other end. So when you get to the ranch, you know how there's a gate? Well, I put another gate in front of that one, or in back of that one. Now you can't see shit into the yard. Am I gonna get horses? No, I don't have that type of money, Croatia. I don't have that type of money. If I had that type of money, I would get one. You know what I mean? Just take a horse. Yeah, I know, but they're expensive to fucking feed, Croatia. The motherfuckers are expensive, man. I know that's a gypsy way. Yeah, I know. I want to be a gypsy sometimes. Yeah, man. Fucking shit costs a lot of money. Okay, Croatia, how much is it to feed a horse a month? I think it's like $3 a day. Oh, yeah. What's good, EDU? Yeah. Nah, dude. No much, dude. That fence is like 7 foot tall, bro. Yeah. No, Red Moon. What really happened with him was that I'll tell you a little story about that, man. You know, Red Moon asked a really good question. She said, "Did Chalito ever have the chance to kill Chino Anthrax?" From my understanding, that Chino and Chalito never had an encounter with each other, but a couple times, Chino's men did encounter Chalito, and they just backed off. They didn't get into an engagement or a fireman. And that's what I've read and I've seen on a lot of documentaries and a lot of biographies and stuff like that. Because if you guys don't remember, Chalito Rajo is one of the famous gunmen um, that the Beltran Leyvas had at hand, but he wasn't their most famous one they had. You know what I mean? The most famous one they had was Chalito was out to get anybody. He was pissed. Well, he had some controlled anger, I'll tell you that much. He had some controlled anger. You know? He had some controlled anger. Yeah. Are you talking about Joe Morgan? Croatia? I'm kind of confused on who you're talking about right now. You talking about Joe Morgan? Is it true they put a tracker on him? You know, nobody knows, man. Nobody knows. But it is a theory. Croatia said, yeah, I'm talking about Joe Morgan. Um, you know, Joe Morgan wasn't what you call a violent man in that aspect. If you compare him to his Mexican mafia brothers and his carnales, he wasn't what you call a violent man. That would go more to like someone like Weddle Sherm, um, someone like Topo Peters, um, somebody like oh here's a good one that nobody talks about really. Old Bat Marquez was bad. You know, old Bat Marquez was one of the guys that used to work for the Ariano Felixes. Popeye from Shell Street was another one. These are all Mexican mafia members who got made later on, but in the beginning, Joe Morgan was very much a peacemaker, very much a. Wasn't there a Japanese member? Yeah. You mean not a Japanese, a Korean one? They had a Japanese one too, but the most famous one that they had of the Asian descent was a Korean one, and they called him the Mad Korean, and he was real bad. The Mad Korean was vicious. I think, as a matter of fact, the Mad Korean, from my understanding, had a Taekwondo background, so he was a bad motherfucker. You know, hate to catch that guy on a fucking hey, the one who knows, I'd hate to catch the Mad Korean on a fucking 1 yard, right? Imagine that dude on a 1 yard. He'd probably get you like by a blind spot and beat the fuck out of me, you know? You know how like on the 1 yards they have all those little cool blind spots, and then they have the rack, they say, where people kick it. I bet you Mad Korean probably grab me, fucking give me a hellified whooping like Daddy would say. You know what I mean? Fucking Mad Korean. Mad Korean was vicious. They had what's his name too? The Italian, the WAP. Jesse Vanucci. Vanucci was bad motherfucker, but he didn't last too long. He became an informant because he had Italian mob ties, and those Italian mob ties got him burnt out. Yeah, Mexican judo. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was Mexican judo. That's hilarious, man. Well, actually, the one who knows, you know, that was a theory, but it's not true because I can default that theory and I can tell you how. There's an actual picture of Popeye slumped over, thrown in a house in Tijuana. He was killed through crossfire. If anybody killed Popeye, it was actually a ricochet bullet. He wasn't even killed in a crossfire. That ricochet bullet came off a gun off of someone else. So, you know what I mean? If they wanted to kill Popeye, they would have killed him, you know, real simple. They wouldn't have sent him on a mission and made him look like he got killed, you know? It's just that's how it is because Mexicans, we don't discriminate. Tony P, what up? Tony Soprano, because Mexicans are cool and everybody's wanting to join them. That's kind of true in one aspect, Croatia. I'm not gonna lie about that. Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're saying it was a ricochet, but it wasn't a ricochet, and I'll tell you why. JLS Miguel Comando's lying to you. I'll tell you why it wasn't a ricochet. If you see what Popeye's holding, he's holding a 12 gauge Mossberg cut off. He's actually holding the deer hunting rifle series, the 500 series. Um, if it was a ricochet, it would have blown his fucking, he would have had pallets all over his face. But there was no pallets. What's up, OG? What's up, Anthony Luna? Yeah, Fernie Mad, smash that like, you know, PayPal, Cash App. Oh, you have best of both worlds, brother. Join the whites, trust me. Join the whites. I joined the whites. They're the best ones. Damn, 28 years? That's a good deal. That's a good chunk. Why the whites? Because they got an easier program. They have a lot of numbers too. Yeah. I bet Popeye's men were dirty. A lot of homies forget their etiquette as soon as they leave prison. They leave their etiquette at prison. You know what I mean? And they're like, yeah, not in prison no more. Fuck it. Not gonna wash my ass no more. You know? Yeah, Paisa got easy program. Fuck yeah. Paisas have badass program. Can anyone join the white OG? Not really. You're supposed to join your race, but I've seen Italians with the whites. I've seen you gotta at least have one parent that's white, you know what I mean? That's how it goes with any of them. It's up to you at the end. Yeah, some places they don't. Some places they're with the business, so trust me. Oh yeah, the paisanos are with the business, man. Hey man, remember you mess with one bean, you get the whole burrito. You know what I mean? The paisanos are like that, man. You mess with one bean, you get the whole burrito. Those fools are with the business. Yeah, they do. A lot of them run the dope game. And you know what runs prison? Dope does. Yeah, they're always eating good because they're always eating they're always working in the kitchen. Um, you know, you know what I mean? Louis Dipso did 2 years. That's right, Fernie Mad. That's right, Fernando. Free dope and any wife you want. That's right. That's right. Liz says no, he doesn't. Yeah, they live good, man. Yeah, Tony Soprano does know what's kind of going around with the Zacatecas guys. You know what, Tony Soprano, that whole war with flechas and the metro, I'm kind of leaving it alone, man. That war's not. That war's too much, man. Those guys are doing a lot, man. They're doing a little too much for my repertoire. You know what I mean? I know everything that's happening over there, thank God, because of people like you and other sources and stuff. But damn, man, those motherfuckers are vicious over there right now, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shit. But you know what though, man? I'm gonna tell you guys something about me. I keep my hygiene good, but since I have a fucking bad tooth, sometimes I get fucking nasty ass shitty breath, man. And then I smoke, right? So I get nasty ass shitty breath. Yup. La Liz knows what's up. Yes, sir. You know? Yep. Key holder got rolled out. Was only on. Yep, that's how it works. But yeah, man. I mean, look at the war in Sinaloa right now. You have three major factions fighting for one town. All right, you have La Gente del Flores, which is el Chapo Isidro, which is the Beltran Leyvas. You have the Chapitos. You have Mayos people. You know, and those are just the beginning. You know. Yeah, try Copenhagen snuff good breath. Yeah, I have a bad tooth, I think, La Liz. But I brush and everything, and I'm cool. It's just that sometimes when I smoke, I get smoker's breath, and my breath smells like shit. What's the status on the Metro's advantages? Well, his advantages are that most of the places he's fighting, he's doing okay. His disadvantages is that he lost, you know, Tijuana very quietly, if you notice that. You know, um, a lot of people, you know, a lot of channels that cover this war on that's going on and report on, and at the end, el faquito fa. A lot of people that I've dealt with and people that I've known have had people get smoked in Tijuana and killed by Jalisco Nueva Generacion or by the Ariano Felixes, you know. And this war is a war that's touched a lot of people. A lot of people can relate to it. You know, people. There's tons of people out there that have stories about their cousins going to Tijuana or their cousins going to Laredo or their cousins going to Juarez and not coming back. You know, and that's everywhere. Yep. No, I didn't hear that. If I was old Menschel's counsel, what would I tell him? I tell him to pull out whatever guys he has trying to establish anything in Sinaloa. I would tell him to pull mostly everything he has and stick it to Zacatecas. Pull whatever he has left out of Tijuana and just pull it out and make a truce with Ariano Felix brothers and tell them like this, that you're willing to pay the tax to have a free libramiento to cross through the border with none of your shipments being robbed or stolen. And if they are, they're returned or given back. And then I would make another agreement, and I would make an agreement with Caro Quintero. And I would align him back in Sonora, and I would give him back his territories and back him up 100%. And have him use the Sonora routes to bring back stuff all the way in through the Laredo side and do a pack with the guys from Laredo. And he'd be good. He'd be real good again. He'd knock out the Chapitos in a heartbeat. And yes, Croatia, I am a war counselor. I tell him, you know, Croatia, I'll tell you the truth. I tell him to partner with the kids. The kids are the future. The old man's out. You know what I mean? The old man's out. He don't have no kids that are willing to take over. Both of his sons are filthy rats. Um, the one he did have that was good, they sentenced him to fucking 40, 50 years already. So, you know, kiss that dynasty goodbye. At least Chapo's behind bars. Chapo could even start brokering deals for his kids behind bars. You know, he's got a straight direct connect to American U.S. Embassy, Secret Service, CIA, and everything through the Florence, Colorado Supermax jail. You know? Yep, give it gas. The one who knows what's up. Shit, if I was sitting in Chapo's position right now, I'd be saying, hey, I want to talk to the president right now. And if you're on his council, what would I tell the menores? I would tell them to definitely they really messed up that agreement that they had with the guys from Tijuana. Now they're kind of on a solo cholo mission. I would tell them to reorganize everything they have in Sinaloa and try to broker a deal again with either the Gulf cartel. You know what I mean? Because Metro probably won't broker a deal with them. You know, that actually would be the best deal of them. The Menores and Don Metro. That's all bad. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the whole point. But I think if they were to do that, I think Metro would backstab them and take over. Yeah, Chapo will die in the ADX. He'll die in there. He'll die a lonely man. Lonely man. Yeah, I speak fluent Spanish. Yeah. Yeah, they are backing the Gulf cartel, and that's a good one too. That's a good alliance. Old school. Yeah. Yep. By a judge. Fuck. That ain't gonna do nothing for you. What's up? That ain't gonna do nothing for you, man. You know what I mean? Yep. Yeah, he should have, man. That would have been a great place to run to, right? Russia. That would have made it. In Croatia, in Russia, do they stick you in jail if you're from the U.S.? Like, say you did a crime in Russia, right? Would they, like, and you were from the U.S., what would they do? Oh, you're Rick James? Watch out, Rick James. He said he's Rick James. I gotta be careful with Rick James, huh? Yeah, that movie's not real good. You want a real good movie for you, man? My back hurts. I got a good movie for you, man. All right. A lot of people don't know too much about it, man. But I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. Um, this movie, if you watch it, it might change your aspect on what you think about um, Mexican gangs and stuff like that. It's not a movie to take too seriously, but it's a movie that most Mexican kids call a classic. You know, you know, you know, and the movie's called Bound by Honor, or My Vida Loca, you know, or whatever, or Bound by Honor. It's kind of a cheesy movie. It has a couple of good actors in it, but it's not an American meme movie. It's kind of like a softer version, but you know, it's kind of a Mexican American kid, you know. So you know, it is what it is. A lot of kids like it, you know, but it is what it is, you know. Yeah, mi familia. Nah, mi familia's a little too whitewashed. You know what I mean? But hey, you know, mi familia's a little Chicano too much. You know. What's up, Marcus? You know, sangre por sangre. There you go. Blood in, blood out. Bound by honor. That's the name of the movie. So check it out. Blood in, blood out. Bound by honor. Yep. El Olvidado. Good job, El Olvidado. Good looking out, homie. That was an awesome one right there. That was a good movie, that big dog. Thank you, dog. You guys have a good night. It's your boy OG Black. Smash, like, subscribe. Don't forget my Patreon, my PayPal. The Cash App is open. Drop some feria for the roosters, for the chickens, my man. So we can feed them top-notch comida. You know what I mean? And I'll let you guys in on it, and you guys can check them out. You know what I mean? You guys can see the growth of your rooster. You know what I mean? Watch out the big old... Hey, what's up, Agent Orange? My man. My man. My motherfucker. Hey, Agent Orange, before I leave, right? So when I was busted the first time I went to prison, right? Uh um I was in prison, right? And there used to be this black fool that was from LA, and he was real cool with me, right? But no one liked to fuck with him because he'd always say, "Motherfucker, motherfucker," and I'd be like, I used to tell him, "Hey Larry, why do you always say that?" And he's like, "Motherfucker, cause I can, nigga." That's what he used to always tell me, and I used to just be like, "Oh man," so I wouldn't mess with them too much. You know what I mean? Feds or the state? Nah, state, man. When I used to walk the yard, because he was a yard rep for the blacks, and at that time, when we used to want to go to the library or whatever, his people were the ones in charge running the library. But you know what? He was a cool OG though. He was a cool black Moreno. He was cool. He was cool. So I used to laugh it off because I know he didn't mean anything by it. You know. All right, guys. You guys have a good night, man. I'm out.